All right, so, oh, excuse me. I want to talk about bulk eating. I have a little bit of a hiccup, so I apologize. When I talk about bulk eating, I do not mean it in the way that bodybuilders bulk up. I mean in the way to get in all of your fruits and veggies, whew, and still have a satisfying meal that doesn't leave you hungry in an hour. I hear all the time that seems like a lot of food when I tell people that they need to be eating more. But the truth is that whole foods, like fruits, veggies, these hiccups are killing me, proteins and grains, do not have a lot of calories. And the calories they do have get used up in the digestion process because they are slowly digestible foods due to their fiber content. Fiber is everything. We love fiber. She's queen. This means we need to eat more and in bulk, right? So bulk just means larger portion of these very, very nutritious things. We'll go meal by meal. We want to make sure we're hitting our carb, fat, our fresh fiber, and our protein at all meals. So let's start with the typical breakfast for me. So I'm basically going to go through what normally I would eat at some point in the day. So I usually have a set of breakfast veggies that I eat, which is normally some form of potato, like a sweet potato, something green like zucchini, asparagus, and Brussels sprouts. Sometimes it's all three, sometimes it's just one, sometimes it's two. There's always onion and garlic in there, normally avocado, just depending upon what I'm eating that day. So, and what I have left over and how expensive vegetables were and how much money I have for groceries and things like that. I'll top it with eggs and turkey bacon and black beans for added protein. And then I also have a bowl of oatmeal with chia seeds, almond milk, and berries. Normally there's also some tea in there to drink as well because I like to have a lot of drinks. I'm a person that's like water and tea and this other thing and this other drink. I like to have like multiple drinks. So tea is a big one for me. And I like to have a cup of that in the morning. Or a couple cups, actually. So let's go to snacks. These I'm a little more lenient about because of my main meals. I have a Lara bar at some point, green apple at some point, a bag of chips at some point. I'm not talking like a full bag, snack bag of chips at some point, and a variety of raw veggies like carrot, celery, and peppers at some point if I'm feeling hungry during the day and want to like munch on something. Notice that so far the only processed foods I have here are chips. These have no more than 3 ingredients. They are avocado oil, salt, and potatoes. They are the Boulder Canyon brand. And Lara bars. These normally have no more than 6 ingredients. And the ones that I like are almonds, dates, and apples as a base, with the other 2 to 3 ingredients normally changing flavors using chocolate or vanilla or almond extract. It'll say sea salt, things like that. On to lunch. This is normally a super salad based on the time of the year it is. All of my soups are normally veggie based and they're loaded with vegetables and then have either lentils in them or beans, sometimes a meat if I feel like it. Just kind of depends. I've been more into lentils, so I'll make like hearty chilies. I'll make a lentil pasta and throw like as many veggies as I can find in there that I have left over, kind of whatever, into these soups. Same thing goes with the salads. I eat large. Think like bigger than your torso, like bowls that are like, so like here's me right now. I'm eating bowls that are like this big of salads because it's a salad. It's a lot of fiber. You may feel very bloated afterward because it's a lot of raw fiber, which takes a lot more energy to digest. But back to where I was. I'm going to fill that bowl with a variety of lettuces and veggies, sometimes a fruit or an olive, most of the time with some form of meat, as well as a potato or some sort. Like my burger salads is like ground turkey or ground beef based on what's available, how much money I have to spend at the time. I normally make either sweet potato fries or my own French fries using russet potatoes, and I bake them. I also ice them in ice water for about a little over an hour. That actually helps a lot with the starches to kind of solidify them even more so they're even slower digestible. which is kind of great. So also, like I said, sometimes a fruit. I used to be very into like strawberry salads with like goat cheese and chicken and like red onion and like a bunch of other stuff. I use olive oil and balsamic to dress basically all my salads and seasonings. I don't use salad dressings because they're filled with a bunch of shit that I don't need. And that is inflammation to me and to most people. But that's besides the point. On to dinner. Usually it's a protein, a veggie, like Chinese food or Mexican food is what I tend to go toward. Or a pasta, which is a lentil pasta or chickpea pasta or a black bean pasta. And I load that crap also with veggies. I'll either make a red sauce or I'll just throw some fresh tomatoes in there and let them cook down a little bit, add some lemon, olive oil, that type of thing. I don't really dress things. I'm not really a dressings or like a dip person. Dessert is always something I make. It's normally gluten-free, dairy-free, and refined sugar-free because I have to follow those guidelines. If you don't have to, if you don't want to, but I have to, so this is what I do. And it could be anything that I make, from donuts to cake. I always have a dessert. I literally have a pan of brownies that I made for myself over there. Because I like to have something sweet after every single meal. I don't know why, but that's just the way that I am. So I have my brownies over there, my gluten-free, dairy-free, refined sugar-free brownies, and those work for me. I hope that this helps with ideas of what you can eat and how much you should really be eating. Because like I said, all of these things, like I said, a lot of foods there, and a majority of the time I do eat every single thing that I just said in a day because I am a very hungry individual. And you know, I like to eat food and I love food. Food is like joy for me. If you have any questions about bulk eating, feel free to comment below.